Make sure you watch until the end to see how you can win free gear and products. Hey, this is PJ with CLKsupplies. And a while back, I did a video on the Lab LFT000 plug follower for Schlage F-Series style locks. You know, these are the ones that on the back of them, they have the oblonged plug, which can make it difficult to rekey. Now, if you're not familiar with this video, I'll put a link in the notes below and you can take a look at it. Now, I show you how you can use a standard plug follower or how you can use this LFT000, which makes really quick work of it. Now, after the video went live, a YouTuber, Kevin Bacon, hey Kevin, he actually sent me in the longer version of this F-Series knob cylinder that I was using, because the difference between the knob cylinder and the lever cylinder is actually quite substantial. And he was wondering if this LFT000 would work with it, and or would there be any other options. So let's go ahead and let's zoom in the camera and let's take a look and let's see exactly just how well this lab follower works. All right, so here's our two plugs. I've already went ahead and I've taken off the C-clips. I'll go ahead and set those off to the side. Now let me put these up and show you the differences that we're talking about here. So the one right here in my left, that is the F-Series knob cylinder, and the one on my right, this is the F-Series lever, okay, cylinder. Now, if I hold them up next to each other, you can see that the lever one is quite a bit longer. Now, it's important to note that on this cylinder here, so this one's a compressible top, this one is not. However, the compressible top one is identical to this one right here, okay? So don't let that fool you if you're not seeing the little cap right here. But as you can see, it's quite a bit different. So real quick, let me go ahead and just set this lever cylinder down, and let's just go over the basics again really quick on this knob cylinder. So let's put the key in and let's turn it. Now let's just use a normal follower. I'll just do a quick recap. Essentially is what you're going to do is you're going to turn the plug until this oblonged shape of the back of the plug here is straight up and down with the shear line in the Bible right here, okay? And when you do that, you can just put your normal plug follower on and just go ahead and slide it through just like that. Now, sometimes you had to wiggle it back and forth a little bit like you just saw me do, but it's really that simple. You always want to make sure that these pins are facing up, right? Because you don't want them dumping all over. So we'll put it back together just the same way, really quick, one more time, just like that, okay? Now, if you notice when I'm here and it gets a little stuck, sometimes towards the end because I have it at an angle or I've moved it a little bit, all you need to do is just slide it back and forth a little bit, just like that, to get it loosened up. All right. Now, if you struggle with that, okay, which it's okay if you do, go ahead and grab a piece of shim stock, okay, and go ahead and do the same thing. Get it kind of aligned right there, along with the shear line in the Bible. Take a piece of shim stock, and I'll put a link in the notes below to all these items if you're curious about them. And just go ahead and just stick it in there like that, and then take your follower and then now push it through. And as you can see, that was even a little more smoother just having that there. And so if you struggle with it, using the shim on here is definitely going to be beneficial. So to put it back, I'll just go ahead and put the shim over so it hits the plug. We'll go ahead and put it in just like that. Okay, so that's a quick recap using a normal follower. Now this Lab LFT000 follower makes really quick and easy work of it. As you can see with this end right here, when you put it over the back of the plug, it just fits perfectly. And so you don't need to bring it over to a certain spot to get it aligned. You can seriously just turn the key any way you want, put the follower over it, and just push it through. So if you do a lot of these, getting this follower just, makes your life just a little simpler. So let me do it one more time just so you can take a look here. So I'll put it in, I'll do a little slower. So I'm just gonna put it in, I'm just gonna push it through. It's really just that simple, okay? Which makes it really nice. But now let's get on to why you're watching the video, which is, can it work as well with this lever cylinder. All right, so we'll go ahead and take the key out of this, set the knob cylinder aside, and we'll grab the lever cylinder here. Now, you can still rekey them with a standard plug follower, and I'll show you how really quick before we test this one. And what you want to do here is, instead of on the knob cylinder, you know, you're turning it quite a bit to get the Bible or the back of this oblong of the plug here aligned with the Bible right here. With the knob or the lever cylinders, you don't have that luxury, okay? If I were to turn it to the same degree and have you look at it, right, that's not going to get us where we want to be, right? And so what you want to do is just barely turn it here, okay? So let me go ahead and open it so you can kind of see the bottom pin in there right there, okay? And you want it about right there. So you want to pay close attention to when you're doing this, okay? And when you have it right about there, what you're going to want to do is we're playing off the very, very end of the flat part on the back of the plug right here, okay? So we're kind of cheating on it. We're just riding right on the edge. So we're going to get it like that. I'm just going to take my follower here, and I'm just going to push it through, okay? Just like this. Now, you can see it kind of got stuck a little, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wiggle it back and forth just a hair, just like that. Okay, and I'll do the same thing when I'm putting it back. All right, it's going a little smoother. Yep, that went a little better. So let's just do it one more time, okay? So you can make sure you take a closer look, and make sure to rewind if you're really kind of struggling with this, okay? So we got the bottom pin, so you can see it right here. It's just a little up from where the shear line is, okay, in the Bible. So we're going to get that right there. I'll put this plug follower on here. And if you notice, I'm always using the follower to push. Don't pull the plug with your hand here, okay? That's where you get in trouble and you have to put it back together. So we're going to put it back in here. Okay, now when it gets stuck like that, see how it's stuck? I can let go. You just want to wiggle it just a little bit to get it going again, then kind of rotate it back just like that. So just keep going like that and you'll get it through, okay? Let me go ahead and put this back here. And once we did that, let's go ahead and let's give this lab follower a try, okay? Now, when you put it on, let me just give you a quick visual here. When I put it on the knob, as you can see, it comes right up to the point here on the back of the plug that's flat, which makes it, you know, so easy to use. Now, with this lever cylinder, and I put it on here, as you can see, there's quite a gap right there, isn't there? And if you look close, let me see if I can get that put in, you can see it dips down quite a bit, which is going to definitely cause us some problems. So what we're going to do here is we're going to turn it, we're going to keep it right about the same, okay? But we're going to use this end of the follower as well, just like that, okay? And let's give it a shot here. So as you can see, it's a little smoother. It makes it a little easier, and you don't have to be quite as precise. Let me do it again. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn the plug in here. I pulled it out so you can see the bottom pin here, and it's a little off from the shear line and Bible up here. So once we get it there, we're going to put the follower on, and we're just going to just push it through. Now, it is getting stuck, but it will go through just like that. So will it work? Yes. Is it as good as it works on the knob here? I don't really think so, but I still do think it is helpful if you're doing a lot of these F-Series lever cylinders. All right, so that's how the Lab Schlage follower held up to the Schlage F-Series lever cylinders. I think it did okay. Now, of course, it's not quite as easy as the knob cylinders, but I think it did pretty good for the plugs. Kevin, thank you so much for sending the plugs in for me to test. And I'd love to know in the comments below, all of you out there watching this video, do you guys have any other good suggestions for those lever cylinders? What's your preferred method? I would love to know. I'm sure Kevin would love to know. So I look forward to reading those. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time. Since you just watched this video, I'm guessing that you work with locks and keys. And to us at CLKsupplies, that makes you a lock boss. And we want to hook you up. Here's how it works. Throughout the week, join the conversation and comment on our posts and videos and include the hashtag LockBoss. It's free to enter this giveaway. And every Tuesday, we're gonna pick 5 winners from the previous week and hook you up with all sorts of prizes, including gear, tools, supplies. We might even send you a key machine or buy you lunch. So if you're a lock boss, join us every week to learn, grow, and win.